also because Lovely in time cancelled the extractor and he built it on the other Vespin Gazer. The thing with the is he doing it out? Yeah, oh, nice play by Lovely, stopping it in time for Serian to not do that. Incredible play by Lovely. He's still building it, but I'm not sure why, because it's way too far from it. The point with this evolution chamber is that if you place it right here, the drones will have to move around the evolution chamber, which will take a longer mining time. And also, if the Zerg is destroying that building, the broodlings will spawn and they can easily kill a few drones. And now Lovely, with some early pressure, already 4 Zerlings on the way. Serian is only having 2 Zerlings building right now, so this is already going to be an early pressure game, which is something I like. And I'm guessing we are going to see a Baning Nest very soon from the players, because since the Zerlings are around, why not building it? One drone go down. I'm not sure what Serian is doing. Okay, some dogs fighting around. He lost 2 dogs, only 2 remains, and nice micro from Serian, moving the injured Zerling out, but still Lovely has 2 very injured Zerlings, one with 3 HP, one with 6. Of course, the Zerg race units always heal, actually even the buildings always heal with 1 hit point every few seconds. And as we guess, instant timing by both players by placing down the Baning Nest. So we are going to have a Baning war, which is pretty entertaining, to be honest, at least in my opinion. Well, since this is the first game, I'm hoping to get some early future better games. I'm not saying this one is bad, but for those who don't know how usually these cups are played, usually in the beginning you are having a bit hard to find good games and good players, and hopefully I'm hoping not to have too much downtime. And there we have some, oh, Lovely already has Zerling speed, and I don't think, oh, Serena only at 50% with the Zerling speed, and this means some trouble. 3 Banelings morphing out for Serian, and he really needs to protect those, but a lot of other Banelings spawning for Lovely, and he already has them queued rally point to the droning nest. Let's see how, oh, this is so problematic for Serian already. Oh, and the Phoenix are already doing an awesome job, and Serian is not in good shape right now. Oh man. An in-base hatcher by it, but it's not going to matter too much because Serian right now has 4 drones left. I only see 1. Oh, 2 drones left. Nice. Okay, he cancelled the hatchery, so he has 3 drones right now. It's so nice when you see your friend getting kicked by some other guy. And there we have a really fast GG. Poor Serian. And I just hit the record button. Now let me find some games. Splendor, okay. So I think I'm going to go for Fury versus Splendor. Fury seems to be a Terran player and Splendor is a top Bulgarian player who plays Protoss. So let's actually check it out again. Fury, I don't know what country he is from, is a Terran player with almost 1000 games played. Let me check the points. Oh, not so many points, but should be fun. Actually, don't let the points fool you. For some people really get. Some people really are looking to the points and say, "Oh, he sucks," and so on. I've seen some awesome players who don't really play that much, but they have like 100 games played and they are in Master League because some of them actually played StarCraft 1 and they have a lot of experience from there. So the map is Steps of War. We have Splendor spawning as the yellow Protoss on the upper side, and on the bottom side we have Fury spawning as the pink Terran. By the way, don't mistake him with Playzone Fury, the ex-Warcraft 3 player. This is just some Fury, I'm not sure, I don't have any background on him, so I don't really know him. But I do know that Splendor is from Bulgaria, because judging from his flag. Now, the map is a pretty interesting one. Why I'm saying that is because I think it's the closest map of all. One thing from... and also a lot of players really hate this map, especially Zerg players, but I've seen Terran players and Protoss players who just eliminate this map early on. One thing why some people really don't like it is because all the fights are happening over here, or everything is just happening to a first one attack, and not really, you don't really have macro games on this map, because only one attack happening, the one who loses the whole game. But there are some exceptions, of course, so I am hoping on seeing a good game, either if it's a macro game or it's just a nice fight. That didn't sound right, but anyway. Chrono boosting the probes. Curious what the players are going to do, because you can sometimes fast expand on this map if the opponent is not proving to do some crazy strategies like gateway on 9 or something like that. I've seen a lot of Terran players opening with the classic Barrack reactor, put the SCVs on mining minerals after you have the 50 gas for the reactor, and then immediately you take down an expansion and you try to protect it, and the key in that point is surviving the first attack. But of course on this map it's a bit harder to do because of the short rush distance. I already said that. Now let's check it out. We just see some marines around. Nice job by Fury for scouting for that probe or possible pilots and so on, and there we have a factory, so it might be a 1-1-1 build where he builds one barrack, one factory and one starport. But as a Terran player you actually have a lot of possibilities with it. You can either go blue Hellions or just normal Hellions. you can go Banshee and so on, while the Protoss player is already researching warp gates, and I'm seeing a gate, and from what I see here, I'm guessing he's not going a 4 gate, of course, because when you do that, usually end up by putting the last 4 gates instantly. And from what I see here, we might actually go on a gate robo. A very good opening, because oh, by the way, nice pressure by Splendor with 1 Zealot and 1 Stalker. This really fucks up the Terran player a lot of times, because these 2 Marines, 3 Marines or how many Terran player will have die very easily, especially if he doesn't have a bunker. And if we see it right now, Fury is already losing a lot of SCVs, and oh my god, this Zealot with 3 kills and the Stalker with 4 kills, but the Marauder is out. Also, we also have 1 Hellion, and if we check the SCV count, we have Fury having 17 harvesters, while Splendor is sitting on 26. Of course, being helped by that Chrono Boost on Nexus, but he's using it for the warp gates. And we have a Stargate, nice opening by him. The reason why I said the gate robo is very good is because it allows you to build that fast observer that's helping you versus Banshees. But of course, after that scouting, he saw he doesn't have a starport. He saw he has another barrack, and his Fury is now the one who's going to do some pretty nice pressure. We'll have to see how he's going to force field. No force field actually. Oh, actually only 1 pretty bad placed. Okay, 1 Marauder got down, and there is only 1 Marauder, 2 Hellions, 1 SCV and 1 Marine. We have to see if Fury will resist. Okay, oh nice. This is a Phoenix play. Very, very annoying play, and since the last patch, the building time got decreased for Phoenixes by something like 10 seconds, if I remember correctly. They now build in 35 seconds, and it was down from 45. Now what those Phoenixes are going to do is just scout around, of course, because they are very fast, but they are also here to pick down the mule. But right now we don't have a mule, and we see Fury with 100 energy on the orbital command. So this is already pretty strange. I mean, not strange, but why would you keep it? The only reason why you keep it if you suspect a dark Templar rush or something like that. Of course, the thing is that the Terran player doesn't know much about the Protoss base. He didn't even scan, and finally there we have a mule. But the Phoenixes are roaming down again, and I'm sure they are going to pick down the mule. No, they pick down the SCV building the starport, and yet again this is very, very annoying, because it adds up more things that the Terran player has to do, like take down another SCV, put it there, and so on. You have 1 SCV that's hanging around, and judging by the reactor on the factory, I'm guessing he's going to swap it and build Medivacs. But yep, yes, Splendor still roaming around with the Phoenixes, being very annoying. There it is. Another SCV who got lost, and now he's just running. And he sees the mules, but he doesn't have time to pick them up. I'm not sure if he has energy. But when the Marines are around, you don't want to keep the Phoenixes too much around, because they are like paper airplanes. There we have another gate, and yeah, 2 gates. The robotics facility is already out. I'm not sure if there is an observer around, but the Immortals are pretty awesome. And now let's check it out if Fury is going to do any damage. The Hellions took some nice damage and some nice forces over there, but oh, the Hellions got cornered around, and I'm not sure what Fury can do with those Marines. Yet they are doing a nice job, but still, Splendor has the probes, and now Fury is forced to retreat. And now Splendor is already way ahead because of the expansion, and Yeah. Fury said this is the worst game he ever played. Of course you can read that, but yeah, he has some Vikings out building now 2 drops. I'm not sure why he rushed to push, because the Steam Pack wasn't ready. Steam Pack is almost ready right now, and now Splendor is just going to push in with 3 Immortals. And the Immortals, by the way, when you have them in number, they are pretty awesome versus Marines too, because because the Marines don't have too much life, 45, and the Immortal is doing 20 to them, so 2 hits and something, and it's pretty done. Nice force fields by Splendor, trapping down the SCVs and some of the army, and now everything is just getting destroyed. There's the GG. Now let me check some other games. Beastie QT. Is he in a game? Yep, he's in a game. I'm going to cast him later anyway. There are still some games in round 2, of course, that have to be played, so a lot of the good players are probably still in round 2. Let me check with plays on member. Okay, he's in a game, and actually let me delete some of the friends because I'm already having too many. Too bad we can't. Empire Case is not in the tournament. I would have really loved to cast him. Unique. He's also in the game. Yeah, this is what I've talked about. Hard to find matches early game, early tournament. Slider is in the game. So, waiting for the invite.
Family walking down the street.
Ain't no new thing. It's based on.
By the way, announcement for the Romanian players. This Saturday at 3 p.m. Romanian time, I'm going to have another tournament, Dawn of Destruction number 10, so the 10th edition. This time with no limit, it doesn't matter from what league you are. It doesn't really matter from what league you are, you can just come and join. Again, for Romanian players. And the first Saturday from the next month, I think we are also going to have a similar cup, but this time with some prizes, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, finally some action going to happen here in on the stream and real soon in general. I'm still trying to find some sponsor for organizing some other tournaments and some show matches, but it's pretty hard, unfortunately. Oh, it's a PvP. But at least we have some game casted. So, the map is Shakura's Plateau, or something like that. We have Soritonen, or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, spawning as the red Protoss on the upper right side, and on the upper left side we have Splondo, the player from Bulgaria. And by the way, Soritonen, it's from Denmark. And I think this is a clan from Denmark because I've seen some other Danish people with the same clan tag. Now, PvP matchup, it's I don't know, I'm just hoping it's not going to be boring as the last PvPs I remember. I've casted some which were pretty bad. Boot players just stayed in base, rushed to Colossus, and they attacked at the 15 minutes mark, and we just had one battle, and then the other won, the other lost, and that was the game. Other than that, then sitting in the base and rushing for Colossus, I've really seen some nice micro battle with the Zealots, with the Stalkers, and I'm really hoping to see something like that, hopefully. Now, both players are scouting on the right position. For those who don't know, this was a 2v2 map, so basically you can't, if you are spawned on the upper left side, your opponent cannot spawn on the down left side over here, and so on with Soritonen. You can't, his opponent couldn't spawn over here, so always scout on the other side of the map. Now, hopefully the stream is okay. Some people told me it's working a bit with lower frame rates. I'm not sure. Hopefully it will be okay. If it's working bad somehow for you, just refresh the page please, and hopefully it will be more okay. Players scouting around. It might lag a bit right now because I've opened the window with the stream, so I can see how things are moving. I'm a bit paranoid when it comes to stream lagging and configuration, because I've done numerous hours of testing. I've tested. I've only recently moved to SE streams, but other than that, I was casting on Ustream, and since the servers are in San Francisco, it's pretty hard to stream over there because I don't have upload speed to San Francisco. Now there we have a fast robotics facility while the Sorintonen is going for another gateway, so this might force Splendor to build another gateway. Yet there it is. You don't actually. There was an old joke. There was an old StarCraft 1 joke that says who's going to win in PvP, and the answer was the one who's having the most gateways, and yet that seems to be true. And there we have a Twilight Council. Ooh, the moment the scouting probe got killed, Sorintonen placed a Twilight Council, so this really opens to a lot of possibilities. You will either use it to research charge and or blink, but it can also open the path to Dark Templars, but I'm not sure that would have been a good idea because of the robotics facility, and Splendor can easily build an observer, and he's doing that right now. Now Splendor is going for a Stargate. Nice. Probably going to go for that Phoenix play again, but we'll have to wait and see. Now about if some people on the chat can tell me exactly how the stream is moving. Some occasional short freezes are okay. And now, by the way, Blink is almost done. Now let's see how it's going to go. A lot of stalkers, and with Blink it will be pretty fun. But Sorintonen doesn't have an observer to spot on the upper side in order to blink the army, and Splendor right now has 2 immortals, and they are going to do a nice the immortals are going to do an awesome job versus the stalkers. We have a pylon. Come on, attack. Then we have some of the army, and he's going to focus fire the immortals. Nice job by Splendor by microing the immortal, and this is not looking good for Sorintonen. Nice job by Splendor. Incredible. Zakuer is a pretty awesome Romanian player, and he just went to round 4, and that's why he wanted me to guess. He's playing with Unique, but I'm not going to leave this game and go to another game because it's pretty rude to do that. So I've started this game, I'm going to stick with this game and hope for the best. Now Sorintonen is already building a Nexus. I'm guessing the Splendor is going to do that soon because of the army positioning. The immortals, 4 immortals. Now where it is, where is it? I'm not sure where it is. Oh, okay, Splendor is actually the one building this awesome building. Awesome building, and I think I know why he's doing that, and this is going to be pretty fun. This is like classic. If we look over here and if you look over here. Nice pylon placement. There we have Splendor moving out, and we already have Draco moving out on the field, and this will be doomed. Now Sorinton is in a lot of trouble because the Dark Templar is out and he's already killing a lot of stuff. The robotics facility is not yet completed, and after that I think, yeah, he has a lot of energy. He will chrono boost one observer. And now Splendor is a bit shy. He needs to move up to the ramp. I'm not sure what. Yeah, the Dark Templar is trying to hit one of the sentries, but they are protected by the Stalkers. Now Splendor finally managed to find, oh, nice force fields over there. Actually, this is something that will help Sorintonen a lot. He's targeting the sentries with the Dark Templar. At least he did it for some time. But now there we have Sorintonen got an observer out, but it got picked up instantly. And now Sorintonen is actually in a lot of trouble. I think this is Splendor's game. Nice play by Splendor. Oh my god, the Immortals are doing an insane damage. Look at the Nexus. Sorintonen is still trying to do something. But yeah, he even has a Dark Templar in the base. And that Dark Templar is having 24 kills. Incredible. And that's the GG. Nice play by Splendor. Ooh. Let me put some music. Huh. What music should I put? Something that doesn't have copyright stuff. I think Miles Davis is having copyright stuff. Okay, let's try this. While I look for some games. So finally another game, first game. I'm happy that I found it. BSTQT is playing with Bounty, TVZ, and the map is Selnaga Caverns. This is going to be pretty interesting. I'm curious how the Terran is going to deal with the Zerg, and I'm curious how the Zerg is going to manage to resist the Terran pressure. Yeah. So on the upper side we have Bounty spawning as the green Zerg, and on the bottom side we have BSTQT spawning as the orange Terran. Now, for those who don't know Beastie is actually from Serbia, and I think he recently got into Empire. So I think he's Empire Beastie. He's busy, I can't ask him. And I'm spectator, okay. Now about Bounty, I don't know anything. I didn't have time to check his profile, but from what BSTQT said in the chat, he's an old teammate of Beastie. Players are chatting around. Now about Beastie, I think he's on top 50 of the latest top showed by Blizzard. So he's a pretty awesome player, a pretty awesome TVT. I think he won CraftCup several times, and there we have two SCVs. Okay, only one SCV to scout, and this one is placing the barrack. I thought he was sending down one SCV, two SCVs to bunker up the ramp. Basically won several CraftCups, and he also went pretty far. Actually, in almost every CraftCup he's going to grid stages, and if you've never seen him, stay around because he's pretty awesome. I think I've said that too much and it sounds a bit strange. Now BSTQT trying to delay the hatchery, and now, okay, nice job by boot players keeping the IPM very high, and Bounty seems to be very committed on actually killing this SCV. He scouted, he sees the spawning, the in-base, the spawning pool, and now he's going to try again to do even more hatchery stopping, and we have finally Bounty happily is going to take the hatchery, and there it is. Now we're already having one marine on the way. The orbital command is completed, and as I've said in the recent matches, this is the moment where the Terran is going to be more diverse. We have a factory, so we might see a siege tank push with marines. We might see Bailing after he builds a starport, and so on. A lot of openings for the Terran, and Zerg is usually the race who tries to emulate what the opponent is doing. So if the opponent is going to go Hellions, you build roaches and so on. Queen popping out. This hatchery almost completed, and Bounty not mining gas anymore. Actually, I'm not sure why did he only mined 8 gas, and I don't see any gas structure, so I'm guessing he's okay, finally starting on gas. He's not going to rush. Oh, okay, he has Zerg speed on the way, and I wasn't sure exactly why he has so little gas. So yep, he's already researching Zerg speed, and this is actually pretty good, because the Zerling speed is actually helping the Zerg a lot of times to deal with this early pressure that we see right now from BSTQT. Now, besides that, by the way, BSTQT is already building a command center. So nice job by not sitting in the base. This is actually forcing the Zerg player to build more Zerlings, even that BSTQT lost all his marines. This he actually forced he did a sad face. He forced Bounty to build more Zerlings. Sorry. Now we are ready. We are okay. Nice. He's going for Infernal Pre-Igniter, so we are going to see some blue flames. Bounty is popping out around to see. He saw the command center, he saw the factory, and now he has time to prepare. He's already upgrading to a layer, and other than that I don't see any other tech structures, but the spine crawler is going to help. Now the Zerlings are doing a nice job by scouting around, because sometimes the Terran player and the other races also really like to hide the buildings around. Now BCQTs are pretty confident that he can hold this up. He only has 3 Marauders out, and the Marauders are actually for the possible roaches, because usually the response from the Zerg to Hellions is roach, and the Terran response to roach is Marauder, so it is already a nice combo. But very soon the Terran player will need to build something else, because there we have the Spire is on the way. But yeah, BCQT is going to do an awesome attack right now, and I'm curious what he's going to manage to do. Some really nice spine crawlers placement by Bounty. Also Baning Nest is not yet done, and now let's check it out. Steam by the Marauders, and this is the actual role of the Marauders, to deal damage to the structure and take down these spine crawlers. So one spine crawler is already down, and now yeah, so the Hellions are actually protecting the Marauders from the actual Zerlings, and you can see how roasted the Zerlings are. And the Marauders are even going to kill one queen, no transfusion, no energy for transfusion actually, and the second queen will go down, and now the Marauder, only 2 Marauders left, and now BCQT, I think he can just go up to the ramp into the main base, because I don't actually see anything there, but we have 2 Mutalisks on the way, only 2 unfortunately. And the hatchery will go down, but let's check actually pretty fast the base of BCQT. Yep, he's already almost finished it with the armory, so he will be able to produce some Tors. But the thing is that the Hellions are inside the Zerg base, and oh my god. Yo, let's see how many drones the Hellions are going to kill. Oh, this is a huge blow for the Zerg player. Let's check out the drone count. BCQT has even more harvesters right now, 41 SCVs for BCQT, while Bounty only sitting at 31 harvesters and no actual base, while BCQT has his base. So this is pretty bad for the Zerg player. So what did I told you? BCQT is a beast. Even building missile turrets are up, because he knows the Mutalisks are around. He don't know how many, but level 1 attack for the Mutalisk is on the way. And now BCQT will push really soon with these 3 siege tanks, even building more barracks. Right now he has 3 down, 1 up, and 1 in the base, so 5. 1 with reactor, and these barracks are not yet done, of course. And I think he even has 2. No, only 1 engineering bay. Okay, armory level 1 on the way. He already has +1 attacks. If we check the Zerg spare base, he doesn't even have that evolution chamber. So, this is not really looking too good. They have another command center in minute 12 for BCQT, and on the way to when he's attacking, he will destroy those rocks. But by the way, nice job by Bounty for spreading the creep. And this is yeah, he's taking the 3rd base. He really needs to do that. But BCQT is already moving out. 4 tanks, a lot of marines even with okay, so BCQT is not 1-0. Strange, what the hell. Now again, the upgrades for BCQT are pretty good. He has concussive shells researched, not really that helpful versus Zerg unless there are roaches. he has team pack research, and now he's even sieging up with the tanks. Nice job, nice tank spread. And he's actually doing that Frogger move, where you put one tank in front, some in the back, and Bounty managed to pick down one tank and forced he forced BCQT to steam, and now he's moving with this tank closer and closer to the base of the Zerg. 6 banings on the way for the Zerg player. Motorists are still roaming around, going to pick down this only one medic vac, and he forced BCQT to steam again. Now the gold base is completed. No, he's not mining yet from it. And yeah, a lot of reactors on the barracks. Actually, all the barracks except this one has a reactor. Now the siege is starting. The motorists are instantly going to die to the marines. The bannies are finally coming a bit late. Nice spread by BCQT. And he still has a lot of marines on the field. If we check the units count, he has 22 marines, 3 tanks and 5 medivacs who are going to do an awesome job. Let's see the banelings. Only one baneling killed like 3 or 2 marines. And now even the motorists are injured, only 3 left, and a lot of banelings right now. Let's check it out. But the tanks are doing an awesome splash damage, and still there are a lot of marines alive to deal with the motorists. No motorists are left, and only a few Zerlings, and this is already looking very bad for our Zerg player. There is the GG, and BCQT moves forward. Let me check the other results. Tum pum pum. So, who do we want to see? Unique playing with Bever's Bleeder, ZVT, or plays on Cito or Quito or something like that, playing with Snow. So another another Zerg versus Terran on Xel'Naga Caverns. This time the Zerg spawned on the bottom side, and since the players were such in a rush, I didn't have time to check the profiles. But Plazon is actually a pretty popular clan, because Plazon Fury plays in it, so they have some pretty awesome players. So I'm guessing Plazon Chito, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, is pretty good. While Snow, I really have no idea who he is. He not even the country, because he didn't update his profile. And now let's check it out, what Snow has to offer. I'm a bit curious, because we just saw a ZVT that went into Terran's favor, and I'm curious what another Terran is going to do, and I'm curious how the Zerg is going to react to it, this Zerg. So it's not that bad to have two mirrors on the same match, two games with the same races on the same map, one of another, because I think we all can learn from it. Now, okay, Plazon Cito, maybe I'm just going to call him Plazon, expanding at 16. Interesting. He went for one more drone, while Snow is building 2 barracks, and this means early pressure, not even getting gas. So I think, yeah, this is going to be a marine rush to SCVs going. I don't think these SCVs are going to scout. I think they they are going to even one more SCV hanging on over here. I think they are going to build some bunkers. And by the way, notice the positioning of this Overlord scouting. Okay, he's moving it right now, but he had vision over here to see possible bunkers. I'm not sure where he's moving it right now. I think he's trying to protect it for the possible marines, because you don't really want to get supply blocked, especially early in the game. And now there we have 2 bunkers placed down. From what I remember, it's not possible to block the ramp with 2 buildings, 2 pylons or two bunkers anymore. Now you have 1 marine hitting the hatchery, 1 crazy SCV trying to be a hero. And can the Zerlings get out? Keep continuing to produce marines, getting the orbital command. And this forces Playzone to build a Bane nest, and this is exactly what the Terrans want to do. Put early pressure, force the Zerg to not build drones, build Zerlings, build structures, build spine crawlers and so on. Because if you let the Zerg build too many units, it's not going to be pretty. One Marine got picked down by a Zerling. Now the hatchery might fall down. Some Zerlings are still roaming around. More Marines coming in onto the. More Marines are railing out on this point. And now what maybe Playzone should try to do is try to intercept the incoming Marines, because 4 Zerlings, or actually 6 Zerlings, can easily intercept and kill 1 Marine. And so on. More Zerlings on the way, and finally the bunkers filled up. Even the hatchery fell down, and the Broodlings are doing a nice job hitting the bunkers. But now the Banelings are out. Both bunkers fell down, and now there are only 4 Marines left and 3 SCVs. And now even that the Contain got killed, Snow is pretty smart, because he's already building his own command center. It's at 50%, and building down 2 more barracks and taking down both gases. So he is not a true all-inner, he's transitioning into something, and this is pretty nice for him. Let's see what the Zerg is doing. Finally taking his own hatchery. He really needs to take it. A 1-base Zerg is not really that great. Other than that, speed is at 60%. He's poking around, actually more like scouting for the Terran player. He sees the 2 bunkers, and I think he's guessing that the Terran player is expanding. Now building the orbital command inside the base, walling down with the barracks and another supply. And oh, finally getting some tech labs, but I don't see any upgrades. Okay, finally the steam pack is on the way, and I think he's going to do another push when the steam pack will be completed. Moving down the orbital command, he should move some SCVs around. And let's check out the SCV count: 26 SCVs for Snow and 31 drones for Playzone Cito or Chito or something. So the economy of the Terran player should really skyrocket right now because of the 2 mules, and he has now the ability to build even more SCVs. But it will really come to the Zerg to see his next move. He's upgrading to a layer, and let's see how he's going to manage to deal with the Terran pressure. The Zerg will expand again, because the Zerg always needs to be 1 base ahead of the Terran there. And now he finds a spot with the Zerlings, and he killed 2 SCVs, so already being pretty annoyed. Now Snow is even getting combat shield, which is very helpful for Marines, very helpful on this matchup of ZVT. And the reason for that is that the Marines are really taking a lot of damage from the Motolisk splash damage, and from the Zerlings, of course. And this is a pretty important upgrade, more important than concussive shells, which by the way is researching right now. The reason for that is that you don't actually use Marauders unless your opponent is going to go Roaches, so it's not going to happen right now. We see a Spire, we see 1 evolution chamber placed down, and now the Terran player is moving down again. The steam pack is completed. He saw, I think Playzone saw the army with the Overseer, and he's going to scout the base with that Overseer. And now let's check it out. 5 Banelings on the way, and 28 Zerlings for Playzone. So this is already looking very bad for the Terran player. Everything will come to micro to see how he's splitting the Marines. And they have not really that great job, but he still has a lot of Marines and a lot of Zerlings. But Playzone Cito is doing a nice job with those Marines, and he stops the attack of the Terran players now. And now let's see what the Terran player is going to do. He doesn't have a factory. He doesn't have a starport. He's building missile turrets, which is a good thing because he knows the monsters are going to come. But again, they have 2 factories. A bit too late, I think. I don't want to sound like a smartass and think I'm better than him, but oof, we saw Beastie QT who was already prepared for those monsters with an armory out, so he already had the factory. Of course, he went for that Helium play, so he had the early factory, but still. Now the third player is he's just destroyed the rocks and he's already building a hatchery over there. And the Terran player is already in trouble because the early attacks didn't succeed and he really needs to do something. 2 tech labs on the factory, and I don't see any armory, so I'm guessing the tech labs are for the tanks. The monsters are already punking around, forced to retreat because of the turrets. Nice placement actually. One marauder scouting around, maybe he's teamed. He's trying to see if there is a base over here, but the monsters are going to kill him, so good job marauder, you scouted. 26 more Zerlings on the way for the Zer player, so this is already looking like on even getting upgrades. Even, yeah, Spire, attack level 1 for Motley is almost done. So, what will this Terran player do? Queuing up 4 tanks in total, finally building the starport, but forcing steams, okay, only 3 marines, so it's not that big deal, but yep, this is something you don't want to do when you play versus a Zerg, is build an engineering bay over here, because it can just easily be picked up by the Motelisk, and there you almost can't hit the Motelisk with the marines, almost. Now the Zerg player is upgrading level 2 for melee attacks, so here he's already doing a nice job with the attacks. And right now, okay, at least the Terran player is 1-0, but he will need that armory, and he needs to lift off the barrack in order to move the tanks out. Ooh. Pick down some marines slower. Look how they look. So I think the Terran is going to push again real soon, because he's just starting to build down the 3rd command center. Way too late. But the Zerg already has the 4th base, and there we have a lot of Zerlings. 77 Zerlings, oh my god, and 23 Banings, and he even caught the Terran player out of position with the tanks, and everything got obliterated. Oh man. The Zerg player even has 36 Zerlings and 30 more on the way, so this is already looking very bad for our Terran player. Some SCVs hanging around, a lot of, oh my god, this was a pretty bad macro play. He has 1000 minerals and 1000 gas, so yeah, there's a GG.